Hello, hello, my beautiful Capricorns. This is Dr. Leona, and I am coming in for your weekly reading. This is for the week of March 16th to the 23rd. I'm very excited for you, Cappies, because I think you have a lot of good energy coming in for you. Capricorn, you are ruled by Saturn. You are the 10th house, the house of name, fame, and acclaim. There's a lot of career moves that people can make in that house. Did you see that King of Pentacles show up? I think we're done shuffling for you. I think this is telling me this is your deck now. We can get started. So Saturn, and here you go. Wow, this is Saturn energy, Cappy. This is you coming right out, right away. That's a strong first card for you, Capricorn. Other signs are like the devil. I'm that way. I'm like, oh, it's the devil. I have Scorpio placements and I get scared of the death card, which is a Scorpio card. So this does look like Saturn and Venus. All right, so Saturn and Venus were actually together in the month of February, and they got very close, if you know what I'm saying. Saturn even ran interference for Venus so she could escape into Pisces, where she's exalted, and that meant Saturn had to block off the sun. In Vedic astrology, I'm a Vedic astrologer. Saturn is the sun's sun, and Saturn and the sun do not get along, because the sun actually made Saturn disabled, broke Saturn's leg, and now Saturn walks with a limp. Yes, we could go with that song and like a pimp. Okay, fine. But not really. Okay, as a person with a limp, I'm just going to say it's not sexy. Oh my God, you guys. You got the devil, you got the Empress, and the Emperor. What's up? This is destiny. Wow, my God, this is like a great reading already. Oh, there's some stuck energy here. There's also some of this energy, which is devil energy. So it does represent you. It represents Saturn. We've got Mars here. We've got Venus. So you want to check for those planets that have come out so strongly right away here. Check for them in your birth chart. And right now, we have Saturn in Vedic astrology. It's in Aquarius. In tropical astrology, it would be considered Pisces, but, hear me out. Saturn is exalted in Aquarius, so you don't want to take that away from yourself before you have to. It's exalted there, and that's wish fulfillment, and that's using calm, consistent, incremental, meaning small efforts, so small, just, one step at a time kind of progress, one day at a time, one step at a time. It's very tedious energy, right? But that's what Saturn will reward you for. If you do the work, if you take the effort, you will be rewarded. And that's that energy of like this Saturn having like sort of a broken leg or a leg that doesn't work. It's unable to like walk very well. If you have any experience with a broken leg or with a kind of a permanent disability that affects your mobility, you would understand how tedious life is every single day. That's the energy of Saturn. You have to get up. You still have to get up. You have pain. You still have to live your life. You still have to get out of bed. You still have to take a shower. You still have to go to the bathroom. You still have to brush your hair. That's that kind of energy of like doing what you have to do despite the pain, despite the effort, just doing it. Just saying, I've still got to do this and I'm going to do it. And doing the work. When you do that, Saturn will reward you and you become the Empress and you find your Emperor. Now this stuck energy, I'm not quite so sure what that is. It could be a marriage, all right? 8 of Swords is my marriage card. And 6 of Pentacles is something that usually indicates divorce. So this could be happening. It may have happened in the past for you. It could also be that some of you are feeling a little stuck. Because I see Saturn on your side. Saturn, Venus, and Mars are all working in your favor. Right now in Vedic astrology, Mars on the 13th, which is 2 days from when I'm recording this, will be moving into Vedic Gemini. And depending on your ascendant, that can mean different things. So Gemini is typically the 3rd house and means certain things in the 3rd house. The energy of Gemini will always be in the 3rd house. So your 3rd house will still be affected, but more so wherever you have Mercury and wherever your Gemini is, that's what's going to be mainly affected by this transit. And this transit goes until May. I just dropped a fresh video on Patreon if you want to learn more about all that. I drop videos about Saturn, about Venus, about Mars, and this week I dropped 5 new videos. Last week I dropped 5 new Vedic Astrology videos to help you be happier, healthier, and wealthier. Come on in and check it out on Patreon. That's where you can find this extended as well as unlimited extendeds, like meaning for a $10 bill today, you can see like 700 videos. Not joking. Yeah, so that's not per video. It's $10 for 700 videos. A $10 bill. That's 2 cups of coffee a month. Basically, you buy me a couple cups of coffee. I don't know, I kind of think it might be worth it. I know what I spend for readers that I really enjoy and how much they charge. Some of them charge $3.99 per video. I bought like 5 or 6 videos from that person. 6 videos times $3.99, that's $24 for 6 videos, not 690 videos. 6 videos, that's it. You know, if you come in as a VIP, you'd be basically, that's a few dollars more, $1 or $2 depending on what you want. And I don't bump it up big amounts of money. I see that too. Like people that have Patreon, they're like $3.99 for nothing, and then 10 whatever for this, and barely nothing, and then $18.99 for all this. I'm like, whew, okay, well. Anyway, you can really get some good bargains there, and I hope that that's helpful to you guys. It's there for you, because you know what I see coming in here? It's interesting. Oh, boy, what's happening here? Cappy. So, I think some of you are getting divorced, or you've been divorced already. There could have been some third-party energy here with this Emperor. I don't know. I can tell you that if you connect as the Empress, you're going to have someone coming in. It is a King of Cups who's coming in for some, you know what I mean? There's a booty call here for someone. I also see this booty call leading to marriage. Yeah, I do. King of Cups. And you're going to be the Queen of Cups. And that's what's the problem with this Emperor. Whoever this Emperor is, the problem is that they have a wifey, a husband, they have a partner, a spouse, or they're still attached to them energetically or financially. And that's why they have not sent you any messages. Whoever this Emperor is, and I know that some of you have Aries placements, right? Probably. You may have Taurus placements, you may have Aries placements, you could have Libra placements, Cancer placements. Any of the signs that are here, this could be someone else. It could be their Venus, their sun. And if it's not in tropical astrology, which is relevant because we live in the 21st century, I almost said 22nd century. It's the second day I've been like messing with that. Very interesting. There's something about that I'm going to have to look into. Okay, so, we got some hidden energies coming out. Okay, so any Cancer energies we have here, there are 2 cards right now. We're having a third come out. The moon is here. So any Cancer energies, this is the 4th house. This has to do with home. So this is basically a celebration, a wedding. It is 3 of Cups. It could be third party. You do have 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. Doesn't mean it's third party. It just doesn't. There are 3 cups here, and then someone's really bummed out. I think that that's because someone is worried about, either they're conflicted because they're still married or still involved with another person when they're coming towards you, or they're conflicted because they were married and they're a little bit gun shy. And that's a terrible thing to say. That just kind of came out there, but that phrase, I shouldn't even use it anymore. But they are definitely worried about the past. They were hurt by something, possibly from another marriage. What you don't see coming in is this energy of a Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman in reverse is the Hangman is the only card in the tarot deck that is upside down when it's upright, and when it's in reverse, it's actually in the correct, standing up in the proper direction. So that's topsy-turvy energy, and that's 12th house energy. So Pisces, we were talking about Saturn being in Pisces versus being in Aquarius. In Pisces, with Saturn there, you can expect loss, like a lot of loss. With Saturn in Aquarius, you can expect wish fulfillment in your career, wish fulfillment in marriage, wish fulfillment. You want to find the husband of your dreams? This is the time. So you can pick and choose what you want to, where you want to like think about Saturn. Personally, I would really like Saturn to be in Aquarius because that's, that's really some nice energy. I've had enough loss for a while. Saturn will be in Aquarius until like 2025. That's a long time. That's a good amount of time. I feel happy about that because maybe I can make some gains instead of saying, oh no, Saturn's in Pisces. I'm going to have loss for the next 2 years. Now I'm thinking, oh great, Saturn's in Aquarius. It's exalted there. It's happy there. I'm going to have so much abundance. Isn't that better? It's like a ton better. So there's something about Saturn energy, which is the 10th house energy, Capricorn energy, 11th house energy, Aquarius energy, wish fulfillment in your career. The 10th house also represents father, okay? And the 11th house is connected to Uranus and Rahu, which are both in Aries. So Aries is ruled by Mars. We have Mars represented here. This is Jupiter and Neptune and the moon coming out. So we now have Aries and Pisces coming out with that Hangman card. There is someone getting some new perspective, and you may not, it's a person. This Hangman is an actual person. You may not see them coming. They're being sent in as a pinch hitter by the universe. Angels particularly are sending in this person because this emperor looks like he's not going to be able to move forward. We have a King of Swords coming in. So someone could be healing here, and they might be feeling pretty good about this relationship, whoever this King of Swords is. I think it's the Emperor. In previous readings, it's always the Emperor. And they will be moving toward this Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy. We do have the King of Pentacles at the bottom here, 1212 on the ticker, 11:42 on the clock. I love that energy. They are going to be choosing you when they heal, and moving towards you when they heal. This is the energy of escape. It could be a vacation. Escaping that energy of the Four of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Things are going to fall into place, Cappy. Just wait and see. This is just, you might see the energy for this movement. It's like not all going to happen in a week, but you might see the energy for this. Like if you're involved with somebody that has water in their chart, if that's a person you love, maybe you have water in your chart too, but I think you have somebody with like Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. There's a lot of Cancerian cards here. But here we have more Saturn coming out for you. There's going to be a change, a turn of the wheel of fortune in your favor. So this is about destiny, my beautiful Cappies. And this is your destiny. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. So you get the Ace of Wands, and then you're going to be the Queen of those Wands. So from my perspective, this is big D energy. And you're going to be the queen of that big D. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then there's another one. Okay. So you are going to be in this really, this is very powerful position. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and then you as the Queen of Wands, right? Because this I think is, if this is you making a choice to move forward. You might be actually escaping the energy of the Hangman, of the Emperor that's like, well, gee, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck here. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to sit here rolled up in a ball. And I know God is handing me this big golden cup, but I'm just going to stay focused on those 3 little cups that aren't that big. And I'm depressed about it. And I'm worried that they're going to get something in them and it's going to come out and get me. There's like this energy of paranoia and just stuckness in general. So you can stay stuck in that person's stuck energy, or you as this Queen of Pentacles can be like, hey, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I'm like gorgeous. I've got it together. I can work. I can make money. I'm all right by myself. I can do whatever I want to do. You're going to make a choice to move forward with or without them. It could be with this. There could be a new person coming in for you. I do think that the Emperor is usually, for me, the King of Swords. He just presents in different energies. But you have a King of Swords, you have an Emperor, and you have a King of Cups. So you've got like 3 people here. There's also an Empress, and there's a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. Oh yes, and a Queen of Cups. You've got a lot of queens and a lot of kings. You've got the divine pair here. So my beautiful Cappies, there's a lot of potential. We'll put it that way. And then my favorite of all is this. I'm just looking ahead. We're going to stop right there. My favorite of all is the message we got at the end here. Look at that message. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Ace of Swords. This is about getting some big ideas, some big passion coming in. Could be a lot of passion, could be more than one kind of passion. 1144, as I say that, 1544 on the ticker, look at that. And then like you being like, oh, I've done this myself. I can do this myself. I've got my confidence back. I've got my groove back. And then you kind of have that clarity. And then you're able to move forward toward whatever you want. You can use your intelligence is going to be sharper than ever. Your mind is going to be sharper than ever. And so this reading takes us to the 23rd. Right now, Mercury is combust and will be until the 31st, at which point it moves into Vedic Aries. We saw that represented here. We have Venus. Venus actually moves tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 12th. And it moves tomorrow into Aries. So there's a lot of Aries energy with the planets represented here. Saturn is still aspecting Jupiter, and it's also aspecting Rahu and Uranus, which is positive because it's in Aquarius in the 11th house. And that's where Rahu and Uranus are most comfortable as well. And they're in Vedic Aries. So in tropical, they're in Taurus. Either way, it affects your physical life. That's how I want you to see that. If you're more leaning towards tropical, it's going to affect more of like your family. It's going to affect more of like home, family, home, Taurus energy. But that's very dependent on what your second house is. Personally, I'm happier knowing that it's Aries because of my Aries placements. If it were Taurus, I might not be here, to be honest with you. Luckily, Rahu moves backwards, although not so lucky. That means Rahu will be moving into Pisces, and Ketu, its cosmic twin, will be moving into the 6th house of Virgo. So, yeah, this is the axis of health and longevity, or the end of life, how our health affects that. Okay, so that 6th, 12th house axis, that's going to be activated for about 1.5 years, starting October 30th. If you want to know more about that, if you want to know more about how to use Rahu's energy, I just dropped a fresh video about that, literally, this very ancient Vedic astrology secret that honestly I've been studying for 15 years with the Siddha Guru. It's a long time. Go and check out the video. It's good. You get a lot of great information from those videos, and you can see the extended. Before we pull that oracle card for you, stick with me here while I shuffle up Timothy Lance's Archeon deck. These are just a few intuitive shuffles. I always shuffle each deck about 108 times before I even start. And I usually talk to my ghosts, but when I'm here, there's actually usually a person somewhere that I can talk to, and I'll just rant and rave about stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Well, sometimes. Sometimes, you guys. All right, let's see. We want to clarify this Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands in that order, okay? We're going to try to clarify this escape energy. This looks to me like you're just getting your confidence back. And you're just going to be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to move on. I'm not waiting for you, or however many people come toward me. I am living my life, and I'm going to have a good time. And anybody that wants to weigh me down or weigh themselves down, I think that we have come to an impasse, and I'm moving on. I think you've got some Knight of Wands energy. You could be moving towards some passionate relationship, sure, if we want to look at the surface energy there. Absolutely, there's some passionate something happening for sure, which I kind of like for you, right? I want you to have that energy too. This, what I'm trying to clarify down here, is that Six of Pentacles. That's the divorce I suspect could be happening. I also, oh, look at that. Wow, you guys. 2 cards in the deck that are errant cards. All right, someone's moving towards becoming this pre-Empress energy. We did see the Empress come out. This is a little bonus message for you that just came out. It was in the deck. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Crazy. That's wild. Guys, amazing. Oh, and the Seven of Cups, the other side, saying to me. All right, so let's pull that Oracle card for you, the other side. Yes, Heidi's laughing. Heidi Messenger is one of my guides. She was my friend, a true psychic medium from UK, lived and worked in Ireland when I knew her. My beautiful Heidi was actually a tropical Cappy. And so she's always here for these readings to fire up lost causes. My beautiful Capricorn, St. Jude will bring his flame, giving patience and endurance and the strength to start again. So that's a message from our gorgeous Heidi. She just wants you all to know that. Oh, okay, now I'm getting messages from the other side. I'm getting names. So they try to squeeze it in before I head off to Patreon, to the Patreon side. And I'm hearing, this came out, maybe it came out last week. I'm hearing Raleigh. I think it's Raleigh, North Carolina, but that's just my context. You'll tell me. Drop it in the comments below if it resonates for you, if you think it's relevant for you. I'm hearing, oh, here we go again. I'm getting Regis Philbin again. Regis Philbin came out in the Cancer reading unexpectedly. I'm like, I hear Regina. I'm hearing Philibert. No, I think it's Philbin. Then I'm like, oh my God, it's Regis Philbin. It like literally happened live like that. It was so wild. So I think that's coming through yet again. That same energy is here. And I am hearing the name Joy again. So I think that someone's trying to get a message to Joy. Okay. So we also have, there's a, okay. I'm hearing George. I'm hearing, oh, Henry is coming out again. I just hear these names, and I know that from the other side, they're calling out names. It could be their names, but it could also be yours. I'm hearing that someone here has a favorite denim jacket. It has a hole in it. It's like frayed, but you still wear it. You still keep it in the closet. You still, prefer that over anything else. That could have been them too, that did that. You would know better than me. Please drop it in the comments below. I'm hearing something about a king as well. I don't know if that's a last name King, but I'm hearing something about a king. It could be that you're related to someone that had someone here could have some royal blood. I don't know. You know better than me. I do hear king coming out. I'm hearing also. Oh, there was a name that came out the other day, but it wasn't for this reading. But they're reminding me to say the last name Tejera. I couldn't quite get it. It was like, I'm like, it's Tetai. I couldn't quite get it, but they got it to me. It's Tejera. So if that makes sense for you, let me know. There's a few other ones. I'm hearing Philip come through. I'm seeing something here about horses, riding horses. Like I'm seeing like a brown or chestnut colored horse with like a white, like almost like, a little bit of white on their nose, sort of riding that horse, putting your face in that horse's mane. I'm sort of seeing something come out about that. Hopefully that makes some sense to someone. I'm also seeing something about the Himalayas. That's interesting. And like, did someone climb K2 or did they visit Nepal? Because I'm seeing like a Sherpa with a with like a llama and packs on its back. There's like some energy of that coming through. Yeah, you know what? There's also, oh, that's why I'm seeing right in front of me. There's a Buddhist monk here on the other side, coming through right now, and had served in Nepal in a very specific temple. I'm getting a very specific temple. So if this resonates for you, you may have met them if you visited. I don't know. So please let me know, my beautiful Cappies. See, this is why it takes up so much time. I'm going to go to the extended though, and if any other messages come through, it will be there. So I will talk to you all very soon. Oh, another name, Justin, Justine, Justina. It's like hearing it through water. I'm not sure. I'm also getting, I think it's Justin, maybe. Oh gosh, there's a Leonard coming through. I'm also hearing something about a possibly, I'm not sure what this is actually about. There's something about leopard, and it could be a leopard coat. Not that it's like a real leopard coat or something, but that, I don't know if you have worn a leopard coat recently, but or have any kind of outerwear with leopard on it, because that's, I'm getting that very, very strongly right now. So let me know, and I look forward to talking to you over on Patreon. I'll see you soon, Cappy. Have a great week. Bye.